Hey, it's Donna with the Adopt a Single Mom Project and Adopt a Single Mom for Christmas. Hey, good evening. Thank you so much for hopping on and joining to watch day 5 of Single Mom nomination stories for the Adopt a Single Mom for Christmas gift drive. If you're new to the Adopt a Single Mom Project, you can actually oh God, I thought my video like left me. I was like, I can't imagine what my face looked like for a hot second. Um, so if you're new to the Adopt a Single Mom Project, you can learn more about us at adoptasinglemom.org. To learn more about our Christmas gift drive, especially for working single moms living here in northeastern Pennsylvania, you can go to the tab at the top of that page for Christmas 2020, and it'll take you to what we do for Christmas and how we roll with our Christmas gift drive for gifts, especially for working single moms. So tonight I'm sharing with you two more stories of moms that we would love to be able to honor with some gifts, to share some encouragement and support for Christmas. Both of these moms are from Luzerne County. They trying to see how they were nominated. I can't even remember. I'll look as we go through. But I'm going to share with you their raw stories as they've shared them with me with their permission. We love to do this so that you can connect with what it's like in the single mom community. We like to do our best to change the stigma of what it is like to be a single mom and really to be able to reveal the truths about single mom families and single mom life, as very often these are the women in our community who are working, who are volunteering. So many, oh, so many work in health and human services, working in medicine, working with mental health, working in drug and alcohol, working as therapists, working as nurses, working as teachers, working in home health as caregivers, and every level from bottom to the top in those fields. So our single moms are caregivers, and very often, not only in their professional fields, but also even as being the sole caregivers and the primary caregivers to their children. I started this Adopt a Single Mom project in 2017 as a passion of wanting to give back to those women who were like me, from my own lived experience as a working single mom and the sole caregiver for my boys. And I realized that very often single moms feel isolated and feel lonely in their journey because they just don't have someone to share their struggles with, or have anyone that can really truly relate to what the things are that are on their heart, on their mind, in their lived experience from day to day. And so the Adopt a Single Mom project, that first year in 2017, we just wanted to give some moms so that she had presents especially for her. I know as a community, typically we're so concerned about making sure children have food, clothing, shelter, all their basic needs being met, especially during Christmas as well, with gifts under the tree so that they know that they're special and Santa hasn't forgotten about them, regardless of what their economic status is. And the fact is that when we support the mom, the head of the family, whether that single parent is a mom or a dad or a grandmother or an aunt or the neighbor caring for someone else's children, whoever that is, when we support and encourage them and give them the tools and the resources and the emotional and social support that they need, that the children do better, because the environment is then better. The energy in the household is then better because I just read a story tonight. It's not one of the ones that I'm sharing with you, but it was a teenage daughter nominating her mom. And I think you'll get to hear that story. I forget if it's one that I printed out that maybe I'll share tomorrow. But, she said, I just want to see my mom smile again. That's coming from our kids and I think I shared a story last night of a mom saying, I hide it from my kids. I don't let them see it. They know. They know you're struggling internally. They know the struggle externally. They see how hard our moms work. Um, and they get the subtleties of um, our drained energy, right? Like, oh, I'm just tired, or oh, it was a bad day, or oh, now I have to do this, or, those are all things that our kids pick up. And we know that. I know from my own experience, I know from our single mom friends that when we feel uplifted and supported and life is going favorably for us, where we don't feel like everything is a freaking struggle and an uphill battle, or we don't feel like we're in it all alone and don't have someone to turn to that gets it, uh, we feel better. We're better parents as a result of it. We're better co-workers. We show up more fully in our jobs. Um, and are able to support those around us at a higher level. So, those are some of the reasons that now the Adopt a Single Mom Project is a year round initiative to provide, the support both emotionally and socially, the resources at both the community level and beyond that may be available to support the working single mom along her journey to improving her quality of life, working on herself personally, to overcome some of the traumas and the struggles that she and or her children are going through. So many single moms may have children that are struggling with mental health issues and emotionally because of separation from their father, or maybe domestic abuse, or just struggling because of economic status. So many things. And you'll hear some of that in the stories as we share them between now and Christmas. So what we're doing is raising $100 for each mom. She can nominate herself, or someone at the community level can nominate her. The nomination gets done online, so you can go to our website, adoptasinglemom.org, and fill out go to the Christmas 2020 tab, and there'll be another button there for nominate or refer a mom. And if you're a single mom listening to this right now, go refer yourself. Go nominate yourself. We want to be able to support you with a few gifts at Christmas just for you. Your kids will love seeing you get gifts. The moms love the gifts that we give them. And it's just an opportunity to connect with us, and then let us support you throughout the year through some of our other initiatives and things that we do, that you could come and hang out with us. So, and we do things both virtually, obviously, like everywhere else in the universe right now, due to the pandemic, as well as when we can for Mom's Night Out, which we do once a month, but not in December. um, we gather together face to face. So when we'll be doing that again, it's hard to know. But for now, we'll get through Christmas and give some moms some gifts and some hugs, and do what we can from there. So we raise $100. We use part of that money to shop locally. And then we give part of it to the mom in a Visa gift card, so she can do whatever she wants, hopefully something special for herself. And we have volunteers that deliver the gifts. So if you would love to help, if you can't even make a financial donation right now, but you would love to contribute in some way, you can volunteer, which would be way extra special because we really need a lot of volunteers this year with our goal of gifting 200 moms. So it takes a lot of community support to get these gifts delivered throughout northeastern Pennsylvania. I think last year we delivered gifts to 5 different counties. So so there was a lot of driving around and dropping off. So, and even the shopping. So, if you would love to help, again, you can go to our website and click the volunteer link, and that there's a nomination or a form there to fill out. I'm just going to drop the link in the thread below. So let me just see if I can do that without my computer going crazy. So there is a link in the post above, but just in case maybe the way this gets shared or something, that part doesn't go with it, but the thread will. So I'll put it below. All right. I think that. Okay, perfect. So it's in the thread, so that you can just click on that. It'll take you right to the Christmas page, actually, where you can either donate, um, nominate a mom, or sign up to volunteer for the Christmas drive. So that's what we do with the Christmas drive. So each day I hop on and share stories with you that these moms have shared with us, or the person that has nominated them has shared and have given us permission to share a bit insight into their life with you. So the first mom that I'm going to share with you is Tammy. She's a Luzerne County mom. Uh, and she happens to be a first responder. And I think that we can all appreciate the work that our frontline workers have done in the last, I don't know, I've stopped counting. I don't even know how many months it is anymore that we've been on this pseudo shutdown pandemic thing that we're all challenged with right now. But um, our nurses, our police, I mean, even our military, our firefighters, I mean, oh my gosh, just our caregivers that are working in the homes every day, caring for our elderly and our disabled. It's so many are being exposed on every level. And I can absolutely tell you, even working in mental health, I mean, we have a mom that works in mental health, and being COVID tested every couple of days, that's no fun if you've had that test. Um, and putting themselves at risk so that they can pay their bills and support their kids, and trying to figure out the whole, how do I school my kids at the same time when I have to show up to work every day. So and our ambulance workers, which is what Tammy does. Okay, so let me tell you her story. So my point is that these moms are putting themselves at risk. They worry about getting sick and not being able to care for their kids and not having anyone to care for their kids, or their kids getting COVID and having a difficult time or not recovering. So it's a real thing, obviously. So Tammy, this is her story. I'm a single mom of two daughters, an 8 and 11-year-old. I work full time on an ambulance and a part-time job just to make ends meet. When COVID hit in March, I lost my part-time job, which is the same thing we heard of a mom last night, right? In the school district, and have yet to be called back due to the kids learning virtually. And we're seeing this, that the support staff at our schools are being laid off because they're not needed, because the kids are learning virtually, and typically they would be there to be hands-on with the kids, and we're not, as the districts. I frankly don't understand it, but we're not sending these support staff in the home to support these kids, but yet we're sending home health aides in homes to take care of people. Kids are going to school in the classrooms. I mean, these are the kids that need our support more than ever in the learning support. Anyway, we now have a mom who's struggling financially because she can't work her second job. Okay. Excuse me. So we have, all right, I'm trying not to cough. So let me read the rest of her story. So she says, it was difficult when I had both jobs to rely on, but now barely making ends meet, for sure. I worry that I won't be able to provide Christmas for my children this year. I am active looking for other employment, but unfortunately have not had success and time is running out. Yes, because by the time you get another job and you finally get a paycheck, it's like at this point the week before Christmas. So, God, I remember those years. It's it's terrible. It's a terrible feeling as a mom. Um, I hate asking for help, but I feel my children have been through enough with ending my marriage and the loss of our home, and I just want to be able to do something special for them for the holidays. So we asked um, so we asked these moms what the question is, if you could ask for anything, what would you like that would support you and make life easier and more enjoyable. And she says, just getting my bills back on track because the whole shutdown has been a financial nightmare. Times millions. And it really has been. And now we're going into the holidays with even heavier restrictions, which means that more single moms are going to be furloughed again. Um, and it's just been it's going to be really hard. They've been a population that has been most negatively impacted by the pandemic. Okay, so let me read to you mom number two. So mom number two is Coral. She's also a Luzerne County mom. She was referred by her mom. Her story is she works two full-time jobs. One is a home health aide, another frontline worker, um, and the other, she works in a food manufacturing plant. On top of working, she's also going to school for her bachelor's degree. Oh my God, this is so hard. Working, it, even if there were two part-time jobs, but a full-time job and a full-time job and going to school for your bachelor's degree. Guys, I went back to school when Kanan was in, oh my God, I don't even remember now. I don't know. I think he was in grade school. I'll put it that way. So going back to school as an adult is challenging. Going back to school as an adult and a mom and a single mom, it you don't sleep. I'm just gonna say the stress level, and sometimes I look and I'm like, oh my God, how did I do that? And then to finish the last half of my bachelor's degree, I had my second son. Ugh, yeah, it's hard. Um, she often doesn't have any time for herself. No, that's right. It took me 7 years to get my 4 year degree. No time to yourself, that's for sure. So she can't get help with childcare because she makes too much money, but yet struggles to pay her bills because she pays so much for daycare. Yep, that's the moms in the middle, the working single moms, are the ones that absolutely are the most under resourced because at the community level, there are so few um, resources that provide extra financial assistance to take the edge off. And childcare is, we all know this, it's one of the biggest expenses, and you can't freaking work without it. So, uh, all right. So, um, her daughter's 16 months old, and her father hasn't been in her life at all since she was 3 months old. So, again, here's a single mom doing it on her own because there's a father who decided to like step out or not be in the picture for whatever reason. And so, therefore, can't help with childcare either by watching the child or paying for child care to help her. So, okay. And then, although the grandfather will watch her on some days, which does help with covering some of the cutting back on childcare expenses. So that's awesome. So, So, what would Coral like if to make her life easier and more enjoyable? Um, she would just like to be able to find one job that would support both of them so she could have more time with her daughter. Said like almost every single mother. So I don't care if you're a single mom and you're a business owner, you work a lot of hours and you wish that it was easier and you could have more time with your kids. The single moms who work full time and it's a second or third shift job wish that they could work, a different shift to spend more time with their kids and have more money to do things with them. So so those are two more of our frontline workers, single moms out there taking care of others every day, putting their lives at risk due to stress and being exposed to others that who have COVID or potentially could have COVID. And so we want to support these moms. So if you would like to make a donation so that we could have gifts for Coral and Tammy, especially for her, you can click the link that's in this post or in the thread and go there and make a donation. You can donate any amount. And that will go toward it. We will keep updating you on the donations. In fact, let me do that with where we are right now. So, and if you're watching this even on the replay, share it out on your timeline. You're our best form of advertisement. Being able to have you share this on your social platforms is allowing us to meet others who don't know about us, who might know a mom they could refer or make a donation to support a mom. So even if you don't make a donation or you don't know a single mom to refer, you don't want to volunteer, all of that's okay, because if you just share this out on your timeline, you're helping us in a tremendous way. So as of today, as of right before I got on this live, excuse me, we have a little over $3,800. That means that we have 38 moms that we have already been able to gift toward our goal of 200. So believe me, your every $10, $20, $100, whatever it is donation that you make is moving us a little bit closer. It takes so few of us as a community, as a village supporting moms here in northeastern Pennsylvania to be able to give 200 moms. It's everybody does a little, and it keeps moving us a little bit closer every day. So our teams this year, we have teams. I think we have 6 teams right now, and our teams are totally kicking ass. Of the 3,800, 2,400 of it has been from our teams. So I'm so proud of them and the effort that they're doing collectively in helping share this out and making donations collectively as a team. So we have more than 100 nominations already. Like I said, we only have enough money fundraised so far for 38 of those 100 plus. And our goal is 200. So anything that you can do, whether it's sharing out this video, nominating a mom to get us to 200, making a donation of any amount, and volunteering the 2 weeks leading up to Christmas are all things that will help make some smiles for single moms and her kiddos this Christmas. So everybody have a wonderful Thanksgiving tomorrow. I hope you have a peaceful day, a safe day, and are able to enjoy some loved ones in some way, whether it is virtually or sharing them in your space. So I will see you tomorrow night because I want to I know we're all locked down and I want to come on and share some more updates and some single mom stories with you tomorrow night. So I'll see you then. Good night.